Bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. That's what it says in Galatians 6:2. So when we think about bearing one another's burdens, according to this scripture, we often think about when people are in distress, when they are on hard times. And while yes, this is the context that it is in the Bible, I think there's more to it than that. I think we should help bear one another's burdens all the time. And maybe not so much burdens per se, but as we think of burdens, but just in general, when people are working on something, maybe we just step in, give them a hand, and help them get through it sooner. Maybe we help them before they actually need the help. There's so many ways we can help others out. Instead of waiting until they're down on hard times to swoop in and try and help them out. And I know for the most part, most people, when they help others out, it's not for selfish reasons. They're not just trying to swoop in and save the day. They're actually genuinely trying to help. But if we try and help people out to prevent them from getting in these situations, I think that's better. But we know that a lot of people are embarrassed to say things like that, so we don't see it until it's too late. So we have to keep a lookout for others. And I think that's part of bearing one another's burdens, is realizing when somebody is in a bad mood, when they're having a hard time. We think about intimate relationships, whether you're just dating, engaged, or married, or even with from a father or mother to their children. They know when there's something wrong. In all those situations, when something is wrong. You know how to make things better. You generally know how to make something not happen. You see things happen over and over again. You eventually find a way to not allow that to happen, not to go all the way, fully progress. You kind of cut it off before it happens, kind of like with filling up a car. Obviously, we could run it till it completely runs out of gas. Then we got a big problem. Now we got to go get a little 2-gallon tank or 1-gallon can of gas, something, to go walk down to the gas station. Hopefully there's one close by. Then walk all the way back. And for gas cars, it's not as big of a deal. Now, I'm not a mechanic, so I don't know all this stuff. But from growing up on a farm, or a small farm, with diesels, it was a lot harder. You had to really pump the fuel through the system in order for the truck to start back up. But a gas car tends to start up a little bit easier. But you run out of gas, now you've got to do all these things just so you can get back running the car again. But, if you would have paid attention to the empty sign, or low fuel sign, I should say, in your car, or the gauge that says, hey, you're on E, you might want to go fill up. If you pay attention to that, you're going to be able to prevent that. And so the same way with bearing one another's burdens. If we can see the signs before they happen, we can help lighten that load before it comes on. You have to pay attention to those around you, is essentially what I'm trying to say. Try and learn the people that are closest to you, that you care about the most. Figure out how to help them out, and it's going to be better for you, because eventually they're going to start paying more attention to you. It's just as simple as that. Bear one another's burdens. I mean, of course, it's part of what Christ said. He says, and fulfill the law of Christ. Well, I guess Christ didn't say it, but it was said. And basically, fulfilling the law of Christ. It's the same way in life. Whether you're a Christian or not, bearing others' burdens will, in turn, help you out in the long run. Being a Christian, you're fulfilling the law of Christ, which is a great thing to do, fulfill the law of Christ. But if you're helping other people out, eventually they're going to end up helping you out when you need it most. Now, I'm not saying to help people out just because you want to be helped out later on or ask for a favor from them later on, but you should do that out of the kindness of your heart. So bear one another's burdens. Look for those signs that are there. See if you can figure out what is causing these burdens. Try and help point that out. Sometimes it takes an outside perspective to realize what is going on. I know there's been plenty of times in my life where I think I know what's going on. I think I know how to fix the situation, and really it's nothing that I can do, or it's nothing that I can see myself. I have to have that outside perspective, that outside set of eyes to tell me, hey, this is what you need to do. There's too many things in life, too many variables that we cannot control them all. We have to help one another. So I hope this message today has been thought-provoking for you, has made you think about what maybe you could do to help others out. If you thought about anybody during this talk right here, if you thought about anybody during it, you need to reach out to them. So obviously, if you're thinking about somebody, chances are they do need their burden lightened. So I challenge you to, if you're listening to this in the morning or the afternoon, whenever you're listening to this, start thinking about how you can help someone out, how you can lighten their load, because we're all in this together. We have to help each other get through life.